So, hello and welcome back yet again. We are going for a walk again because the sun is out and I need the vitamin D and serotonin boost. It's funny, we had, if you've been watching, the first taste of winter, and it was accompanied by, I don't know, almost a week of just gray. And I always joke about being solar powered, but it's only halfway a joke. And I think that's why winter is always so hard for me. And the cold. I mean, I'm a big baby about the cold. But despite the fact that it is very cold today, I think it was 29 when I left the house. The sun is out, and yeah. Now, we aren't going to be doing any like off-roading, mostly because I'm pretty sure it's gun hunting season. And despite the fact that I mostly trust the hunters, I also don't entirely trust anyone with a firearm, so we just won't go crashing through the woods so that anyone could think that I'm a deer. But yeah, it's funny, we got, I'd say about 3 inches of snow over the course of 2 days, I think. But thankfully it's mostly melted. We're supposed to get back up into, I think, the low 40s, maybe, or the high 40s, maybe the low 50s. And then probably get snow again. The transition from summer to fall and then fall to winter, it's a rough one. On the body, anyway. I'm mostly over that cold that I had. The cough has lingered, which is very annoying. But I figure if I can get out and get some exercise, maybe that'll help. Also yesterday I did moving of the scrap wood pile that I discovered while shoveling was in exactly the wrong spot. The pile of wood was right where we create a snowbank every year, and I hadn't thought about it. So yesterday I had to go out and move the entire pile. It's good for me. Oh, I was going to say something about missing the birds, and I didn't get them on film, but some other winter friends showed up at the feeder. We had a very small flock of evening grosbecs show up. They're so pretty. Black and yellow borbs. Well, black, yellow, and white. Very flashy, very colorful. I love the blue jays because they're a bright spot that's reliable at the feeders, but oh, I get so excited when anything else shows up. I hear a chickadee. I think I said it in my last walk video. I really, really miss, in the wintertime, the bird song. You don't realize how much it's always there in the background until winter comes and it's just gone. So how's everybody else's winter going? Oh, did anybody see, and before you ask, no, I didn't, because it's cloudy, but did anybody get to see the Northern Lights the last couple days? I have My neighbor, her place that she lives in the winter is in Indiana. And she put up a picture from her Indiana house of the Northern Lights. And I think I saw, I think it was from Northern Ohio. The coolest picture of the Northern Lights from Northern Ohio, because it was really cloudy, but there was a break in the clouds, and you could see the pink and a little bit of the green of the Northern Lights through this hole in the clouds that was all lit up. And then underneath was Lake Erie. It was a very cool picture. But yeah, they said, I think the Northern Lights were visible as far south as like Kentucky and Tennessee. And I think there's a chance for them again tonight. I don't know. I guess we're in a solar maximum year, which just means the sun is having a little hissy fit, and it's making the sky prettier for all of us. As long as we don't get a Carrington level EMP, we should be fine. That would suck. Could you imagine that? With all of the electronic devices everybody has, if we had a Carrington event these days. I don't know about you. Too much of my existence comes from electrical devices. I could survive, but I sure wouldn't be happy. Also, I usually don't cut that corner, but there's also usually not ice there. I did not put on ice cleats today because I didn't think I was going to need them. And honestly, I don't think I need them. But yeah, let me know in the comments, how badly would a Carrington level event mess you up? I know since I do lose power often enough that I could survive it for a while. We're spoiled. So much of our life depends on our modern infrastructure. And I love our modern infrastructure. So, yay for the electricians, the electrical repairmen. Yay for the plumbers. Actually, yay for anybody with practical knowledge. Every time something breaks, I'm like, there's somebody that knows how to fix this, but it's not me. And yes, there's Google and a million YouTube videos on how to fix things. And if it's a simple fix, sometimes I'll even try it. But I'm always afraid I'm going to mess it up worse than it is. So I have more winterizing to do on the house. I don't know how. And let me know if this happens to you too. But winter catches me napping every single year. I don't think I've ever had a year where I was truly ready for winter. Also, before anyone asks, no, I didn't get the snowblower fixed this year. Because everything else happened and I forgot about it. So, unless I can figure out someone who knows how to service snowblowers and borrow a neighbor and a trailer, it's probably going to be a Christine weight loss year where I just shovel. And as long as my shoulder holds out, I kind of like shoveling, not gonna lie. Winter weight loss plan, which would work so much better if I also managed to eat less in the winter. But you usually also up your calories, which sort of defeats the whole exercise purpose. Oh well. Not like I'm trying to impress anybody anyway. So yeah, this has been, and I feel like I apologize to you guys in every single video. This has been a tough couple of months. I know that my upload schedule has definitely kind of slowed down, and hopefully it hasn't annoyed anyone. And I can't even really promise that I'm going to get back to 2 videos a day, because I realized once I slowed down just how completely stressed I was. And yeah, I do plan on getting back to doing my Sims videos. Look at the milkweed. I will help you, milkweed. Be planted. Okay, don't be planted in the road. You're not going to grow there. But yeah, I plan on getting back to the Sims videos, which I took some time to think about, because I don't know if you know, but EA, the parent company of The Sims, was recently sold to a private company. Which normally I'm like, yay, a private company is probably better. But I don't like the private company it's been sold to. In fact, there's been this whole big YouTube creator space thing going on where a lot of the big Sims creators have renounced the EA partner program that they were in. I'm like, whoa, okay, that's kind of serious. That being said, I have not entirely made up my mind what I'm going to do. The sale hasn't gone through yet, and I suppose there's a chance that it won't, because if it does go through, then you have to stop and say, do I really want to spend any more money on The Sims knowing that it's going into an even more evil corporation than regular EA? I'm not sure how many game companies are, air quotes, good, but the company that EA is getting sold to, I definitely would put on the not good list. I don't know. I have a little bit of time before the sale goes through to really think about it. But even then, even if I don't buy anything going forward, I still do own a lot of packs. And I still will make Sims content because I like building. And speaking of games and building, World of Warcraft. December 2nd launches early access into the new expansion where there is going to be player housing. And from what I've heard, because I haven't touched it, but from what I've heard, the build mode in World of Warcraft might be even better than The Sims in some ways. So expect videos on me building my house in WoW, because that's going to be fun. I guess the bummer is you only get one house in WoW, at least as far as I know. So you have to choose wisely. Although you can build and rebuild it. I don't know what it'll cost, but that's why my players make gold. So they can spend it on pixels. I haven't bought the expansion yet, but I will before December 2nd because I want to get my house started the minute early access launches. I've got some World of Warcraft friends who are playing the beta right now, and they're having a lot of fun. And beta access comes with the pre-order, which if I were really fussed, I would try and get. But I've never played a beta, and honestly, I don't think a beta is for me. Hello, woodpecker. It's doing all of the stuff, and then knowing that the minute the beta ends, everything that you earned in it is just gone. I don't know, maybe they give you something for at least enduring the beta. But yeah, not something that I do. I'm just eagerly waiting my player housing. Oh, and Friday night, which I am not sure when I'm putting this video up, so it might either be this evening for you guys, or it might be something I already did. But this Friday night, I'm going to be playing Phasmophobia, streaming it, because we got a new map, and it is so cool. And there was an Easter egg that the night the new map launched, my friends that I play Phasmo with and I spent about 2 hours unlocking. I know our one friend who actually knew how to do the unlock was banging her head against the wall because we kept blindly walking by clues. But in the end, we figured it out. And didn't even cheat. So, that was pretty awesome. It was kind of a pain in the butt to figure out, too. And it scored me a very cool new badge that kind of looks like the Matrix. I know at least half of you don't care about all the video game nonsense I've just been spouting, but kind of where my head's been lately. Speaking of video game nonsense, I have 4 more characters in World of Warcraft to level 80. And then I will have every class at level 80 in Legion Remix. Even the classes I never actually played. Like my 17, 18 years, maybe longer, of playing World of Warcraft. And I never in my life had gotten a shaman past level 20. Caveat to that. I did get a shaman to max level during Dragonflight, but she doesn't really count because she never killed anything. Which is an adventure if you look it up on my channel. I think it's just called World of Peacecraft, maybe. I did on live stream level that character from 0 all the way to, I think it was level 70 at the time. It was fun. Never killed anything. Except technically maybe fish, because she did do fishing. But beyond that, she never killed anything. Also, look at that moth. Moth, it's like 30 degrees. Why are you up? Moth is like, same reason you're up, lady. The sun's shining. Well, I hope I haven't bored you guys. And I hope it hasn't looked too, I don't know, ugly. Winter, especially this phase of winter, where there's some snow and some mud, not the prettiest part. But I kind of appreciate it. I mean, summer's better. Except summer's hot. And no matter how cold winter gets, I do always remember that in a lot of ways being hot is worse. Especially with no AC. So, I don't know. What season do you guys like the best? I am the most basic of basic bees. And my favorite is fall. The weather's perfect. The bugs are mostly calmed down. And everything just smells amazing. Followed closely by spring. But not this phase of spring, because there's a phase of the year in the springtime that pretty much looks exactly like this. Brown, little bits of snow hanging on, etc. And then I guess, I don't know, it's a toss-up after that. Summer and winter are the two extremes, and they each have their pluses and minuses. Summer is good because you've got way extended daylight, and you've got heat, which means you don't have to run the furnace, which is huge. But sometimes you have too much heat. And, of course, you've got the bugs, which are also present in the spring. And then winter, let's think of positives. It's beautiful. And it's kind of peaceful when you're not having to go out and shovel anyway. There's something so nice about just kind of the complete silence in the winter that'll occasionally be broken by like a bird. I like it when the snow is falling and it's those big fat snowflakes that are like that big and look like feathers. And if you're out and it's not windy, you can actually hear the snow falling, which is a very cool, very zen moment. But then you have the drawbacks of winter, which is obviously the cold and the fact that you're running your furnace. And the snow is pretty, but it does come with the caveat of you have to shovel it if you want to go anywhere, or plow it, or whatever. And yeah, this year they are saying that we're going to have a snowy year. I guess we'll reconvene in like 6 months and do the verdict on whether or not the weatherman was right. If I were a betting person, which I'm not, my heart would want to bet against the weatherman and say that it's going to be a normal winter. But I also have looked at all of the data that they collated, and exactly right. I don't know. Anyway, we're almost done with our walk. Yay! That makes me happy and sad. I have almost completely warmed up, which is kind of fun. And I'm about to be on my homeward bound stretch. Cue the music. Anyway, look, it's like I'm wearing blush. It's just called, it's cold, but not freezing. Well, I guess technically it was below freezing when I left the house, but it doesn't feel bad, you know? And there's another moth. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. It keeps fluttering away. But yeah, I'm going to finish my walk, and we shall see when I get this uploaded. I don't know. I'm going to shoot for Friday morning, but I don't know. It might happen. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Yada, yada, yada. I also have a Patreon if you're interested. You know, all the YouTube-y things, so I'll talk to you later.